To everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to Daily Meditation Online, hosted by the Buddhist Studies Institute, a project founded by Pema Chödrön. During our season of practice, which happens daily from November 1st until the Tibetan New Year in February, we are going to stream daily meditation live to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. So if you're joining us that way, welcome. My name is Namkai. Today, I am the host, and I'm going to post a link in the chat for those of you on Zoom, which has everything you need to participate in daily meditation today, including the daily prayers. If you're joining us by the live stream, that same link is available underneath the video. Today, I'm here with Miko, who is our meditation instructor, and she will be leading us in a calm abiding meditation practice for about 20 minutes. After the meditation, I will read one of the 5 Buddhist precepts. And then we will have our community discussion time for those of you on Zoom. So that's it for the introduction. Now I'm going to pass it over to Miko, who will lead us in calm abiding meditation. Thank you, Miko.
Thank you, everyone. All right, so today we're going to begin with our daily prayers. And this is in the link that Namkai sent out. So we'll begin by bringing our hands together at our hearts, thumbs at the sternums. Just taking a long, full, deep breath here, becoming really present in ourselves and our body, so that we're not just rotely saying these prayers, but that we're saying them from a place of awareness and presence and intention. And from this place of awareness, we'll begin. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, Yidam, and Khandro. I take refuge in the Sa, Lung, Tigle, and their nature, bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Oh, mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are like the illusory reflections of the moon in water, beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle. In order that they may find comfort and ease in the luminosity and all-pervading space of the true nature of their minds, I generate the immeasurable love, compassion, joy, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. So we'll begin by coming into our Vajra seat here. So we'll start with our hips, making sure they're higher than your knees, or if you're sitting in a chair, you can scoot back so that your low back is supported, and you can have your feet flat to the floor. Your hands are on your lap. They can be face down. If you need some grounding, they can be face up. If you need some uplifting energy, if you're tired or dull, foggy, and or they can be in your lap. This can be a very centering one, folded in your lap in front of your low belly, resting into your hips. And then we'll straighten our back and let the belly be soft, letting it extend out into the space in front of you, really releasing that belly from the inside out. And then again, back is straight. We're gonna open up our shoulders, and we'll do a little exercise just to do that. So you can bring your shoulders up into your ears and scrunch them up a little more and a little bit more. And then on the exhale, we're going to let out a sound and relax. You can feel how your shoulders are lower here. So we're relaxing the shoulders, and then we're going to widen them out. So as if you had wings, if your scapula had wings coming out of it, you're going to widen your scapula out to the side so that those shoulders are wide. And then we're going to tuck our chin so the back of the neck is long and the crown extends up towards the heavens. The mouth is slightly open and the jaw is relaxed and loose with the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And you can open your eyes and bring them to a point on the floor in front of you, about 45 degrees, diagonal, downways, diagonal towards the floor, as if you were following your nose. And just to find a point on the floor in front of you, 1 to 2 feet away, let your eyes and gaze rest gently there. So your eyelids are heavy. And just taking a moment to notice how you feel here in the Vajra posture. And this is something you can come back to at any point in your meditation practice. If you've noticed you've gotten lost, you can come back to your 7-point posture. And so from here, we'll go into our double breath practice to really stimulate that parasympathetic nervous system, to calm the mind down so that it's more supportive for meditation. So we'll take a long, full, deep breath. And then we'll slow down the exhale. So we're exhaling twice as long as the inhale. Easy way to do this is to count your inhale. So you could do the count of 4 or 3, whatever works for you. And on the exhale, double that. So if you did 4, you would do 8. If you did 3, you would do 6. And again, inhaling at your own pace and doubling the exhale. We'll do a few more of these. And we'll do one more here. And then releasing that practice, we'll come into our calm abiding. We'll be doing the thinking practice. Not what it sounds like. It's a practice of saying to ourselves thinking when we notice that we've lost awareness of our breath. So we begin by noticing our breath, really getting present with the breath, the inhale and the exhale. Letting your body breathe at its own natural pace, releasing any control of the breath, or just noticing it with our loving presence. So noticing the sound of the breath, noticing the texture of it, the sensations of it as it moves in and out of your nostrils. Noticing the temperature and where it goes in your body. What parts of your body does it fill when it goes in? What parts empty as it goes out? Noticing the space between the breath even. So this will be our point of focus, the breath. Noticing the length of the breath. And from here, if we notice that we get distracted, if we find ourselves caught up in a daydream or a thought stream, or distracted by something outside of us, around us, as soon as we notice that that's happened, that we're no longer present with the breath, we simply say to ourselves, thinking. So as soon as we notice, we don't shame or blame, or we can, but that's just part of the thinking too. And we notice that and we say thinking and we return to the breath. And no matter how many times that happens, that's totally fine. That's the practice. You're gonna think. And we're not trying to stop that. Just as soon as we notice that it's happening, we're going to redirect our attention back to the breath with gentleness, firm and gentle. Noticing the breath. When we lose presence with the breath, telling ourselves thinking and coming back to the breath. And noticing your mind. If it's not present with your breath, telling yourselves thinking, coming back to the breath. Take a longer, fuller, deeper breath here and release that practice. And we'll just take a few moments to notice the experience of sitting. And we'll do a couple of the double breaths that we did at the beginning. So we'll just do 2 rounds of that. Inhaling for whatever count works for you and exhaling double that amount. And we'll bring our hands together at our hearts for the closing prayer. Thinking of the other closing prayer. We'll just do the other closing prayer because that's the only one I can remember in this moment. May all beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all beings experience joy and its true cause. May the fruit of this practice and all of our activities be to accomplish the highest benefit for all beings and all things everywhere. May all beings and all things everywhere experience the joy, clarity, dignity, and fearlessness of peace. May all beings and may all things everywhere have peace. Back to you, Namkai.
Thank you, Miko. That was very blissful. Now I'm going to read precept number 2, avoiding taking what has not been given. Do not take what has not been given. I avoid taking what is not freely given. I exert to avoid depriving others through my presence in this world, to avoid exploitation of others, and to avoid squandering resources. I avoid misusing the time and generosity of others. I avoid misusing my authority or status, and I respect the autonomy, needs, and rights of others. I avoid robbing others of meaning and value by respecting others' perspective and religious beliefs. I avoid taking advantage of others' generosity in laziness or carelessness. I exert to educate myself on issues of racism, sexual abuse, colonialism, environmental destruction, animal cruelty, and other issues of exploitation in order to use my time and my life to further respect the dignity of myself, others, and the earth. I take responsibility to help when help is needed, helping according to my capacity. I resolve to be a giver more than a taker. I commit myself to contribute generously to everything I am connected to. I bring the spirit of service, sharing, giving, forgiving, and inclusivity to all of my activities. Recognizing the innate richness in myself and others, I train to live in a gracious attitude of hospitality and altruism. There we go for the precept. I'm going to post 2 links in the chat. The first is to dakinimountain.org, which is our retreat center in Northern California. And the other, of course, is Buddhist Studies Institute.org, where you can learn about us as an organization. This meditation happens daily online with certified meditation instructors of the Buddhist Studies Institute. You're welcome to attend any day and every day. Thank you, everybody who's joining us in the live stream. Thank you for the participants on Zoom. And of course, thank you to our teacher, Miko. Now I'm going to end the live stream and we'll move into our discussion time.